Hi, the Jen from Doom Scholar Studios again. I know it's been a long while since I've done any videos, and I should have been keeping up, given everything that's going on right now with Hollywood and otherwise in our entertainment. I don't know how many of you have seen Supergirl, Supergirl. Really, you wonder. What a waste. I'm told the character Lobo was more interesting in the movie than her, and Lobo wasn't too much, some people say. Hollywood, like I've said before, has gone down the tubes, and it's only going further. There's no point in spending our money watching this garbage, but Hollywood expects us to do it without batting an eyelash. They think so little of their customers, so little of us. As I've said many times online, they say, okay, we can give them what they want, but they don't know what they want. All we have to do is put the right name on it and the right characters in it, the right actors, and they'll just pay for it without a question. And then when we don't, we hear about racism, sexism, personal attacks on people in terms of who they are, evil memes, evil statements. It gets kind of boring. And it gets kind of tired. Because it's garbage. These are business people. And business people, last I checked, were out there to make money. These are corporations. And corporations have investors. And I can only imagine how angry some of these investors must be. I mean, what must be going on at Disney after what Kathleen Kennedy did to Star Wars? I don't know about you, but I loved Star Wars growing up. She ruined it. I would have loved to have seen a movie with, say, Grand Admiral Thrawn and Mara Jade. Mara Jade's a great female character, strong, the former Emperor's hand, nigh unstoppable. Mara is fun, whereas the Mary Sue we got, just no. I'm not going to waste any more of your time going further into it. But on something I've said otherwise to a lot of people, what happened to our heroes? I'm repeating myself, I don't know how many times, but it's true. Hollywood's made our heroes into no more than speakers, ways to put their messages out. It's not fun going to the movies a lot of the time anymore. It's not worth the money when you can just sit at home with, say, an Apple TV or a DVD player, something like that, and just watch or stream a show or a movie. The snacks are better. The company is often better. If not, one of your kids or a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe just friends, but it's better company, better snacks. You can pause the movie when you need to go to the bathroom. You don't lose any of the movie. You can always rewind if, God forbid, you need to. And if you get tired of it, you can turn it off. So many things that a movie theater doesn't give us. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have those options now, given the only price I really have to pay for a movie on Apple TV when I see it at home is just the cost of the movie when I initially buy it, or if I rent it. After that, no problem. And if I'm lucky, I've got a good sound system in my house or my apartment, and I'm going to enjoy this enormously. And like I said, you don't have to waste your time if you don't like what you're seeing. It's also not worth it because Hollywood, this isn't entertainment anymore. Pardon me repeating myself, but it's not. Supergirl premiered in, I believe it's 1959. And I think, if I remember right, I've seen some of the comics when I was younger, and it looked like perhaps not the most interesting, but a fun character. What we've got now isn't fun. What we've got now isn't interesting. What we've got now isn't worth spending our money on. We need people to make our entertainment great again. I see so many people on X and YouTube promoting their work. Comics, videos, movies, and otherwise. And there are some incredible products. Make every effort to enjoy them. Maybe consider making a donation if you like what you see. If we're going to change the situation, we have to change the situation. Have to make a real effort to do something about it. Yeah, people like that may not have the money that Hollywood does, but if they become popular enough, if they start getting enough attention, then eventually maybe they will have the investors. And then like Hollywood, they're going to actually be concerned with making those investors money, making themselves money, and not worried about meeting a social checklist and getting a pat on the back for how woke they are. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. Talk to you soon.